But I'm really going to start promoting, and I've published it in the past. I'm going to start promoting a additional year after high school graduation of civic service.
Absolutely.
Mandatory. Just like a selective service, that selective service should be inclusive, male and female, right, Father?
Yes,
and
you
so
have
you have
to
this.
give back.
Sure, but here's
back,
the deal.
yes.
Absolutely, you need to give back. You need to get skin in the game. Blah blah. So I see a 1 year now. Here's the deal. Could a number of options, a potpourri, a checklist, military service. I love Habitat for Humanity. The Peace Corps, or whatever.
Peace
Not
Corps.
talking,
Red Cross.
but a number of different things. Trade schools. So basically, it's basically a grade 13, as they say in Canada, or a 13th grade, but it's mandatory. You have, but it must be a paid, basically 1 year internment, and the old 40-hour work week, Father. None of the 32-hour nonsense, but 40-hour work at minimum wage. Skin in the game. Here you go, and then everybody, because we do this up to now, and it's regulated, and it's quote deemed by the government here. Well, we got 12 grades, so let's just add a 13th grade, but it's for everybody, no exceptions, no Bill Clinton exceptions, Hunter Biden stuff. But you graduate, you got an entire, and you do your civic stuff at the time. Your Constitution, Pledge of Allegiance, blah, 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 1950s handshake world. Let's get our reading and writing skills up in that year. Can you imagine, Father, just the thousands of companies out there who'd want to participate in an internship program like that?
Yeah, well, you
I
know
say that's what you can do.
Mike Rowe, are you familiar with the, I would say, ministry? Do you know the organization that Mike Rowe has? He gives scholarships, apprentices.
Of course.
Yes.
That's
dirty
the
job.
future.
He's wonderful. Yes.
Can you imagine?
No, we called it the service when I went in at 17. We called it the service. We didn't say what military branch. But I know from teaching college students that they're idealistic, but they don't have a lot of good models. They think that the happiest time they're going to have in their life is in the 4 years of college. And I feel sorry for them because they have nothing to look forward to, have no future. But I think they have to realize that there's a purpose with this AOC, the sky is falling, it's all going to be over in 12 years. Well, who would want to plan for the future? Who would want to have children? So what you're saying is building hope for tomorrow and giving them really something to contribute to feel like that it's more than just doing something, for themselves, but they can do for the less fortunate. I believe, we talked about this with the draft, I believe everyone has a moral obligation and a civic duty to serve, at least. Now, you're saying 1 year, I would think a little more than 1 year, but I'm game if they can get 1 year and to give them some life skills. That would be wonderful.
Well, can you imagine, Father? I mean, you're talking about building everything from basic financial management, household management. Come on. But also, because I think this is interesting, no one goes to college until graduating grade 13th grade. And so and any colleges, there'll be an entire pool of colleges, universities, whatever, will pick all these kids up, recruit these kids. Can you imagine? You could do a whole year of trade school, whatever you choose. Mike Rowe would be founder of that program with such just such an awesome mission. So, but the pool, the labor pool, and also squared away Americans that would be coming out, and everybody waiting for them. Now, that's the solution. That we can do, Father. We can do that, Father.
That is, because some students are not prepared for college. They're there. They don't belong there, okay? I had my struggles and I had my help, but I had come out after the military, and that's a whole different orientation. But what you're suggesting makes a whole lot of sense for the betterment of our country. Then they come in a little more mature. Sometimes they take gap years, and I think that helps. And that's what you're basically saying. do something that's really going to aid you. Now, our students have gone through COVID, and we've had a lot of them unprepared academically, in their writing abilities, in their studying disciplines and things of that nature. But I love that, and it makes a lot of sense. It really does, because the maturity is not there. When I was 17, I expected to do a job as a man in the military and got paid for it. But when I look at some of my students, they're still not ready to face life. And that would be a great segue, in my opinion.
And you know, Father, because it's mandatory. Again, just like grade 12, whatever, K through 12 just becomes K through 13. How about that? But can you imagine? I would have loved this as a senior in high school. Very often I was kind of lost. You're not sure what direction you want to take, but you know, just do a great job in high school, and have a nice summer vacation. Then after Labor Day, go to your job. Go work with Mike Rowe, go to the Peace Corps, go with them. Maybe it's a travel job, whatever, and you're paid the minute you walk the door. And so you get buy-in. You get skin in the game and buy-in, but also value and talk about the opportunities. You know how many people in high school just are lost for weeks, months, or even years. So what a kind of cool opportunity. And the folks who ever want to opt out, they want to be lazy. There's always going to be lazy losers out there, always. Fine. But you can't get anything. I mean, it's just like selective service, right, Father? You can't get a GED. You can't graduate high school. So there you go. You opt out. But I think it would be an amazing